Hello, everyone. I'm Al Frame. I'm the president and CEO of Beyond Lithium. Welcome to Geochat number 5. I have in my company today my colleagues Lawrence Tsang and Graeme Evans. I've got a couple of short questions for you, gentlemen, just to help some of our shareholders further understand the methodology for exploration. The first thing I'd like to ask you, either Lawrence or Graeme, is a little bit of more information on the Winky drill. Like we like to call it the teaser drill. And I want to be sure that people understand there's a huge difference between that and diamond drilling. To me, using the Winky is like additional boots on the ground early stage exploration. And I think we've gleaned some really useful information from it. But would one of you please expand a little bit on the reason for Winky drilling and what you accomplished through it?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Thanks, Al. Yeah, good to being here again for the GeoChat number 5. Time flies already. Episode number 5. Yeah, the Winky drill, I would say, like Graham often mentioned before, it's like a teaser drill. We are in 2023, we firstly discovered the spodumene at Year Force, and then with the stripping program, and then we see that okay, maybe if we just look below the surface for 30, 40 meters, maybe we can get at that additional data to help us guide us to do further exploration, even get to that diamond drilling where the capacity of that diamond drilling can get down to 200-300 meters at depth easily. With the teaser Winky drill, the maximum capacity, which is about 40 to 60 meters, and then we actually able to got to 60 meter. That was already the limit of that. And we only able to get that because was due to the timing that we from the discovery to the stripping program and then to the decision. We have a smaller windows, and with the Ministry of Mines in Ontario, we were allowed to apply what they call an exploration plan, which is not different than an exploration permit within a shorter amount of time. And then we were glad that we were able to get that exploration plan on time that allow us to do this teaser drilling to get us to basically test 40, 50 meters below surface to guide us, okay, how do we really target this system properly when we're able to apply for the exploration permit in 2024 to drill the bigger part and the deeper part of the system.
Thank you, Lawrence. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's pretty significantly different from diamond drilling, but it's such a useful tool because we got a window into next year out of it. So thanks for explaining that. I have another question that I'd like to direct to Graeme. Graeme, would you take a few moments, please, and explain the methodology and the thought behind scientific exploration versus jumping all over the place? Often you hear people say, drill, 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 but there's a time and a place for that. And could you take a few minutes and just explain, what your thought process is and what the proper way of exploring is, which we are adhering to at this stage and will continue in the future?
Yeah, thanks, Al. I think that's a fundamental question, and we've been trying to address that. And I'm sure some of the shareholders are frustrated at some of our releases and the technical component, but we've talked about it a number of times. If you don't put the geologic thinking into it and follow the process, you're going to restrict your ability to discover the big systems. And we've been very systematic about that, starting with Jason and the amount of effort they put into their initial compilation, acquiring the properties. Those guys did a lot of good fundamental homework, and Lawrence has picked that up. And it's all about geologic layers and the reason we're on these properties on a regional tectonic scale. And then now we're developing the database to start seeing the prospective corridors and actual individual signatures of each of these systems. At the end of the day, each LCT pegmatite system is unique, and we're seeing those individual expressions like the cesium at Ear Falls and that. But it's all about methodology, and I hope people understand. Al mentioned a minute ago about the Lassonde curve. I think there's sort of an expectation that with the discoveries that have already been made in 2023, that we're well up on the exploration curve, but we're in very early days. And with the systematic approach we've now, for example, Ear Falls have a 13-kilometer long corridor. And the beauty of LCT pegmatites is they're one of the few systems that you can still make discoveries at surface. And with our geochemical database and our geology base and magnetics and regional features, we can start seeing these trends. And it really leads up to where I think the real exciting thing going into 2024 is we have workable, scalable areas that our geochemistry is pointing us into. So to me, the real exciting thing is we can now go in with more intensive surface work. And I really anticipate we're really at the edge of making those really big, substantial discoveries quite early here in 2024. So that's got me pretty pumped up.
Thank you, Graeme. I hope our shareholders and listeners find this information useful and helpful. It's a fairly brief version of Geochat today, but thank you, gentlemen, for your comments. Appreciate it very much. And to our shareholders, thanks for your continued support. Wish you all the best, and we'll tune in to number 6 here in the near future. Thank you.